Hey everybody, welcome back to Baba Is You. We're gonna start off with We're gonna start off with level space aiming high. So we got ourselves a double Baba right out the gate. We have Dust is Win, Baba is You, Clued is Stop, Star is Shut. Star has Dust. So we're gonna just make Dust is Win right out the gate because I think that that's probably a requirement. On the other hand, maybe not. Let's go ahead and just leave that out. So let's see, we can get the double bobs here, and Clues are not you. Ice is stop, Moon is push and open and fall. So I guess what I need to do is I need to push the Moon onto the Star. So once the Star has been opened up, we'll be able to... Well, I guess what we'll be able to do is open up the Star to get the Dust and make the Dust win. Alright, so we can very quickly just come up here. We're gonna steal this. So we can turn all the clouds into Babas if we felt like it. And that could be interesting. I'm not sure if that would work super well, but we could either turn Babas into clouds, or we can turn clouds into Babas. Well, I guess what we would do, as soon as I push Clue to stop, though, the Moon just falls down. So probably not going to be the right solution in the long term. But what happens if we just have a bunch of Babas? Yeah? Alright. So obviously this isn't going to work out super well. What we need to be doing is we need to do like Cloud is You, but we can't push Baba is You over very easily. We can't push Cloud is You over very easily either. We could say Dust is Cloud, but then we wouldn't, well, if I say Dust is Cloud, okay, that transforms the Dust into a cloud. It would have been kind of nice to say Cloud is Dust, but I can't actually get in there and manipulate that stuff at all. So that's not gonna fly. Now, I think that what I can do is I can probably park a Baba right there. And if I do that, if I park a Baba right there, that will let me be able to push Cloud as Stop around, I think. But why would I want to do that? I'm not sure. I'm thinking that doing that being able to do Cloud is You could really help, because then I'd be able to push the Moon up. But yeah, why do we have this extra is? This extra is very interesting. I wonder... Okay, I can't push the is through here, so the is has to stay on this side. Baba is You is Stop. Could do Dust is Cloud, Dust is Wind. Won't work because it'll turn Dust into clouds. It won't turn clouds into dust. But that is a good thought all the same. Let's see. We could... What I'm thinking is, if it were possible to say Cloud is You, then... Well, hang on. I could... Yeah, that wouldn't work because it'd be You is Cloud. But, what I really want... I don't have a way of pushing this, like, multiple things over, unfortunately. Oh, hang on. I see what I can do. Now I understand why they gave me this is clause. So we can do is like this. And then if we get the double bobs lined up, I need to get this guy back to me. I can, at the very least, come over here, and I can do that. So we can push them over, like so. And this will allow me to kind of chain everything around a little bit. So what I want to be doing is let's get this stuff on the other side. like that. And once I've done that, I can now say cloud is you, which will allow me to at least move the clouds, but cloud is not you, so that doesn't work. I could say cloud is Baba, and now, oh, but Baba is not stop. Okay. That's kind of frustrating. Alright, well, at least I'm thinking in the right direction, so that's fine. So I can't turn clouds into me. I can't turn clouds into Baba because then the moon just falls straight through, and that won't work. So that's a little bit surprising because I thought I was able to push the clouds. I guess what I can do is I can probably just park a Baba up there for a second. So maybe okay, maybe I just get a Baba in place like that. And now if I do cloud is Baba, yeah, the moon just falls straight through the Baba. That's a little bit strange. Maybe let's just move this Baba up a little bit. Yeah, the moon falls straight through the Baba. Alright, so I need to... what do I need to do then? Okay. I could push... if I have a Baba, like, right here... There's something else I didn't test, apparently. Which is if I have a Baba, like, right there... Can I... push onto a Baba? Maybe? So it'd be something like... but then... Oh, right, the issue is that I... Well, I could set something like that up. Just get that Baba into place. Loop him around like that. Yeah, I can't catch with a Baba like that. Alright. What can I do then? What can I do then? Oh. Hang on. Something I think I messed up. God damn it. Okay. I messed up my YouTube streaming settings. No wonder that stopped working. Okay. At least it's fixed now. Sorry about getting distracted there for a second. Anyway. So we have Baba is you, Cloud is stop. And, I mean, I guess I could transfer Baba is stop over. But then, it'd be like if I had a Baba in position and I was able to say Baba is you and then Baba is stop and then have a Baba be ready to catch the moon, then that Baba could like push the moon upwards. But then the issue is that as soon as I move to the left or the right, then I wouldn't be able to control that Baba anymore. So, and then the moon would just fall straight through. So there is a bit of an issue with all of this, but it's worth at least experimenting with and seeing what I can think of doing anyway. So let's come back over here. It'll probably be faster to just get the Babas, to just reset them. So we'll pull this Baba, let's pull this is down, and we're gonna want to just have, we'll have to just do this pattern again. So Cloud is stop, I can say Baba is Cloud, and then immediately lose, so we don't want to do that. And I can't say Cloud is you. Let's push that up. Let's push that up. So now I can say that Baba is stop. And I guess if I've done that, then there is some interesting stuff I can be doing here, where we could kind of get that and then push it up, and then push like that, and then we opened it up, and now dust is win. And cool, I was making this way harder than I needed it to be. Let's go ahead and say that Cloud is now Baba. And the reason I want to do that is pretty obvious, really. It's that I want to have as many Babas as possible when I win here. So Cloud is Baba. We now have a assload of Baba. We're gonna just get that. We're gonna get all the Babas stacked up on each other. That's like 30 Babas. That means that when I win this level, it's gonna be like 30 wins at the same time. We got our Baba. Dust is win. We got all this shit just lined up like crazy right now, and we are in that. Congratulations, times 30. Trio. Her name is Trio, and she... me is push, and Keke move is. So I can push me around. Oh, but Keke is fall. Interesting. So... guess we have Skull as defeat here, and we probably don't want to push that down there. And I can't move through the skulls because I'll immediately lose. So I guess what we have is we need to get like me is me, so we can't transform me into anything. Flag is win, Baba is you, Keke is fall. So we need to have a way of carrying so Keke needs to be move. There's something that I can do here where I could have like Keke is move and so if I do Keke's move, then I'm going to be in a little bit of a problematic situation here. Because I need that guy to be moved to the left, basically. So, if I could do, like, me is move... If I could do... Okay, so we have me is push, and... Okay, so I would want to have something like this. Me is push and move. Keke is move. And then, basically, once I got them set up, then everything would work out fine. But the reason I can't just shove move in there is because me moves up and down and Keke is moving left to right. So I need to, at least at the very beginning, I need to find some way of pushing me to the left and that like triggering Keke to also move to the left. So if I did something like this and then I made Keke's push, am I able to push Keke onto the and? Okay, that's interesting. I can now push this guy to the left, and now they're at least synchronized. So, that's going to be a really good way to get things started anyway. Now, what I can do is I can just move all this over, and you know how there's this huge puzzle I'm supposed to solve? Yeah, we're going to just go ahead and skip that. We're going to push these guys up, and then we're going to push this that way, and then that way. And everything that I had to do with regards to setting them up to move to the left is no longer important. So, what I can do here is I can... I could probably, at this point, maybe push Keke... Alright, I know kind of what I want to do here. It's going to be really interesting. Me is me. Once defeat is out of the way. Okay, if I So, let's say one of the Kekes comes along. I'm actually going to use this cursor. It's going to be useful for once. So we have Keke or me come through here. They drop down. They have some way they push Skull is defeat out of the way. I can then come in as Baba and come down through here and then push things out that way. Now, I need to accomplish that with one of these two guys. So what we're going to do to begin with is we're going to push Keke and me over a little bit. I'm just going to push Keke right there. And what I can do is I can now say Keke is move. He's going to walk to the right, and he's going to fall down, and he's going to be walking backwards and forwards into this little pit. So what I want to have happen here is that I want me to be move, and I want to go ahead and synchronize this at a pretty specific time. However, I don't want to do what I just did. And the reason for that is that me is he's just gonna move. He doesn't believe in gravity. So we have a little bit of an interesting problem here. What's gonna obey gravity? So Kekes is gonna move backwards and forwards. And if he had a way of like pushing like an is down there or something like that, then that could work out really well. But we don't have anything like that. So we need to have some way of getting the Keke down into that pit and then have him like walk a specific, like be able to turn around and walk to the left. Alternatively, if we had a way of saying Keke is Baba, then we could transform Keke into Baba and have him, you know, do something like that. However, I don't see a way of doing that. So what I'm thinking, if I had some text at the bottom there, then that could work. However, I don't have a way of really doing that because I can't push the me to face downwards to push an is or like any sort of text in that area. So I guess what I could do, I find this very confusing. Let's go ahead and get that Keke up there for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and push the Keke up once more. And the reason for that is I kind of want to get him just a little bit higher. And that will let me kind of just keep him perched up there. So I wonder what would happen if I had me going a very, like, just timing this in a very interesting way. So we have, we have move there. I kind of want to, instead of having used move to support the Keke, I'm gonna just go ahead and replace that with the push. Because I don't think that, well, shoot. I don't know which one I really want to be using here. I'll just push him there. And then, now that he's kind of where I want him to be, I'm gonna take this and we're gonna do it that way. So, it's gonna push Keke back one. We're gonna steal move. And we're gonna just change the ordering of this so that I can push him along like that. And then I'm gonna abscond with the move again. So now instead of Keke's push, we're gonna go with me as move and Keke's move instead. And what I'm wondering, I have no idea if this is gonna work, by the way. So now me is gonna move back and forth. And if I just push Keke's move, is there going to be a way of synchronizing this so that Keke gets turned around? They don't really collide into each other. And that kind of makes sense. Alright, let's go ahead and let the... You know what it looks like? He kind of reminds me of Grimace. Anyway, if I do... So I'm starting to see what I should be doing here. Let's go ahead and backtrack a little bit. And, we're gonna do something fairly interesting. So we have... I want to get them, stacked up again, basically. So we had something like this. And we're gonna push them down, and we're gonna just position them to face this direction again. And I'm gonna abscond with move. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and take... Oh. We're gonna take Keke and me is... I think as soon as I push... Yeah, okay, so that's gonna be a problem. I was gonna say Keke and me is push. What could I be doing here? There is... What I was thinking of is having me kind of carry Keke over, and as they come backwards, I want them to bounce off that back cloud, and then as they come back the other direction, I want to drop me out from underneath Keke. So there's another interesting idea that I have that's not going to work. But I could turn Keke into... I could turn me into Keke, which would then, if they're push, that could potentially lead to some interesting behavior. Actually, I like the sound of that solution because it's very, very, very nonsensical. So, what we would do... Oh my god, this is a really, really strange idea that I happen to love quite a lot. Okay, we're gonna push Keke to, like, here. And then we're gonna just say... We're gonna push everybody down a little bit. And we're gonna just get this guy here. And we're gonna just say, like, Keke is move. And we're just gonna get that into place. This is very, very silly. And the fact that this is gonna work really, it just makes me, very, very lol right now. Oh, me is me. I can't transform me into a Keke. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I was about to really do something really stupid and strange. I was gonna try and bounce, like, I was gonna try and transform the me into another Keke and then kind of bounce them off of each other. But alright, that's not gonna work. So, we have Keke is move. Okay, so we're gonna want to just take Keke is move and have it ready up like here. And we got Keke is push and is, yeah, we're gonna have something basically like this. And let's go ahead and get these guys into position. So we want, let's stick another, okay, we're gonna take the move, we're gonna push Keke. Oh, Keke is not push, so I can just do that real quick. So Keke is now push. I'm going to have to do a little bit of a maneuver here, I think. Where, how do I get the move block back? Because I need all of these. So, do I want me? Okay, yeah, there we go. So we'll push me into position like that. Now we can abscond with the move. And these guys are facing the wrong direction now, unfortunately. So, I wish I had the ability to push them. Okay, I know what I can do. We're just gonna push like that and like that. Now they're set up, and if I just position Keke is push and move, just get those guys lined up like that. They're gonna start going, and then as they bounce off this wall, boop, take out push. Keke is now going the other direction. Keke is now gonna just wander back and forth. I can come in here, I can just move stuff around as I please, and I'm just gonna come in here and I'm gonna take the flag as Keke runs along the bottom there. Area clear, and we're not even done with most of the levels yet, so